Computer. Hello. This is my son. He doesn't want to be on camera, so he's just going to stand over there. And my cat and my dog are all going to be my audience here. So here we go. Exotic pets. There's no denying the cuteness. They can be so cute you just want to snuggle and squeeze and love them to death. Unfortunately, we really are loving them to death. The exotic pet trade has absolutely exploded in recent years and has led to some disastrous consequences for environments both domestic and foreign. Animals like hedgehogs, squirrels, koalas, even bears have become fodder for the pet trade. There's no denying their appeal. Some animals remain cute into adulthood. Some animals like reptiles and big cats are considered cool and unique. Before the internet, the vast majority of people never even thought about these animals as pets, so they lived their lives in their natural habitats. Demand for animals has taken a toll. For example, according to Manga Bay Environmental News, 40% of Madagascar's terrestrial reptiles are threatened with extinction due to habitat loss and overcollection for the pet trade. With the explosion of the internet and videos rampant on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, super cute animals as pets, people have flooded the pet trade with demand for these wild animals. Now, Traffic, the leading wildlife trade organization, recognizes social media as the epicenter for the trade in exotic pets. Even if you have no intention of getting an exotic pet, you see them on social media. You view the videos on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. You click like. You might click repost. Likes drive the algorithm for more views. Reposts make them available to more people and might influence someone to get one of their own. The exotic pet trade, 1, hurts the animals, 2, hurts the wild population, and 3, hurts the pet owners themselves. These animals are suffering. They're not lovingly and gently taken from their environment and carted with love and hugs. As they're transported across the world, they're brutally harvested, thrown into crowded cages, and shipped in the dark around the world to be kept as pets. All of this is damaging both physically and psychologically to the animals. The slow loris is now endangered for being cute. They are small nocturnal animals native to South Asian rainforests, and their bites are venomous, so their teeth are removed, often using nail clippers. They live in the dark, so their big eyes don't tolerate light very well, and they don't like to be handled. But this doesn't deter the pet traders. It's illegal because all slow lorises are protected by local laws in southern Asia and by an international treaty aimed at protecting wild species. The South African gray parrot now faces extinction after habitat destruction and capture for the pet trade has decimated their population. Thousands upon thousands of these birds have been harvested from southern Africa and shipped around the world to be sold. Many of the birds don't survive the journey in the small, dirty cages, but when selling for up to $2,000 a piece, the traders can afford to lose a few here and there. They're easy for poachers to trap because they're so social and friendly. They'll roost together in large groups, making easy targets. Once sold, though, they're often melancholy, unhappy in cages and alone, many plucking out their own feathers in despair. Unscrupulous traders and breeders will rip young animals from their mothers far too soon. Born Free USA, a wildlife charity, says, because they are cute, small, and easier to handle as babies, baby animals are often taken away from their mothers at very early ages to be sold to people who wish to keep them as pets. When these animals grow up, They are often discarded by their owners, abandoned or euthanized, or forced to live in deplorable conditions. Primates, like humans, care for their young for years, and these poor babies are not ready to leave the nest. Thousands of U.S. buyers have bought miniature pigs that turned out not to be miniature at all. A miniature pig can reach 200 pounds. Richard Hoyle, the director of the Pig Preserve in Jamestown, Tennessee, says, "I'd estimate that 90% of mini pigs that are bought or adopted are given up within 2 years." Buyers get animals on impulse without really finding out beforehand about the animals, their behavior, their needs. All animals in captivity are not free to roam, choose their own mates or food. They're really happiest in their natural habitats. But the natural habitats where they belong, not the natural habitat of another continent. The introduction of non-native species into local environments by people releasing unwanted pets is another problem. In Florida, for example, a bunch of people released their Burmese pythons into the outdoors where they reproduced, thrived, and fed on local wildlife. The pythons live 20 to 25 years, can grow up to 23 feet long and 200 pounds. Many owners simply release the snakes when they become too big, not considering the fact that they're not native to the area and could eat an enormous number of small mammals and birds. They're overpopulating the Florida Everglades and are challenging the American alligator as top predator, which leads to the unexpected and decidedly negative repercussions for owners of these animals: harm to humans. Just recently, a woman in Indiana was killed by an 8-foot Burmese python that wrapped around her neck. In 2009, Charla Nash was attacked by a friend's pet chimpanzee and lost her face and hands. In 2010, Kelly Waltz's pet bear attacked her while she cleaned his cage. She did not survive. In 2003, famed Vegas performer Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy was attacked by his 400-pound white tiger in front of a live audience. Since social media is so pivotal to spreading the practice, we could use it to warn people about the negative consequences. We personally can refuse to own exotic pets. We can also refuse to like, repost, or support advertisements or videos extolling the cuteness or awesomeness of these poor animals. We can do what we can to stop the spread of social media-driven sales by spreading the word and stopping the likes. Thanks for listening.